When do I need a business valuation? This is a question that we get asked on a regular basis by many small business owners. We hope this video will help provide you with the answer to the question for your individual business circumstances. Let us start with what is a business valuation. A business valuation is a process performed to determine the value of your business. There is not just one method that can be used to determine the value. The methods used are very dependent on the circumstance of why the valuation is required. For example, if your business is in trouble and needs to obtain cash quickly, the method that would most likely be used is the liquidated cash value of their assets. On the other hand, if a business needs a valuation for financing, the net book value method would be used to determine what the business is currently worth, based on tangible assets. If a business is looking for investors, the net present value of the future cash flows method would be utilized. If investors want to understand not just what the business is worth today, but what it could be worth in the future, this method is based on the future earnings expected from a go-forward plan. Actually, who can perform a business valuation? Though credentials are not required for performing a business valuation, it is highly recommended that you use an experienced professional. This could include a CPA who performs valuations regularly or a chartered business valuator. There are different levels of valuations. Under most circumstances, the owner or user of the valuation will not require the level of detail provided by a chartered business valuator for small owner-operated businesses. The exception to this is in the case of an ownership dispute, divorce, or any type of court proceeding where a level of due diligence and detail is required. A valuation at this level can be quite costly, but it is a requirement in these circumstances. At R.K. Fisher & Associates, we have performed business valuations for clients, primarily in instances where the client is going to sell a business, are looking to buy one, want to obtain a loan against their assets, or are looking to obtain investors. If you are looking to sell your business, you will need a business valuation. A potential buyer will not just take your word for it. An owner should not wait until they want to sell their business to get a valuation, otherwise, you might find out your business is not worth what you thought. We highly suggest getting a valuation 3 to 5 years prior to selling, so you can work on improving your valuation in order to receive the value that you want for your most cherished asset. If you are looking to buy a business, you also may want to get your own business valuation, even if the seller has had one performed. The seller will assess the risks in the business quite differently than you as a buyer. It is going to be the level of risk in a business that determines the discount rates that are used in determining the net present value of future cash flows. There are times that you as a business owner will want to take out a loan, which is deemed high risk by a lender. The lender may require a valuation of the business which is based on the assets in the business, which are used to generate revenue. The reason why is that the lender wants to make sure that the assets are being valued properly for the appropriate circumstances. When a business starts looking at getting investors, they likely will need to have a business valuation performed. Investors will want to see the net present value of future cash flows of the business as they are making an investment over multiple years. We perform a business valuation for businesses, which looks at 4 different methods of business value. The first is the net book value method, which assesses the worth of a business based solely on the current financial statements. The second method is discounted cash flows, which involves net future value of cash flows, changes in the required working capital, changes in investment, and at what financing is needed in the future. Typically, this is 5 years out. Next is earnings multiples, which is an estimate of the business value based on your industry and your business performance, including non-financial as well as financial measures. The enterprise value method looks at all the debt and equity and subtracts cash equivalents. We can also perform a liquidated cash value, but will require a valuation of the assets first. It may or may not make sense to perform certain methods, depending on the intended use of the valuation. This engagement is a fixed price engagement and is performed by our partner who is a CPA and has taken extra training for determining business valuations. If you need a more in-depth valuation, we will provide a referral to chartered business valuators in our network, or we will work with you to find one locally. We hope you found this video useful in finding out when you should consider obtaining a business valuation. For more information, you can visit our website at rkfisher.com, or you can email us at sales@rkfisher.com, or call us toll-free at 877-504-2049.